All right, today we're diving into a really powerful tool for digitizing your documents. It's called AksharaTantra. And hey, if you've ever felt that slight sense of unease when you upload a sensitive file to some online service, kind of wondering where it really goes, then you are absolutely going to want to see how this thing works.
So, let's kick things off with a simple question. You've just scanned an important document, maybe a contract, a rare manuscript for your research, or even a personal letter. You need to turn it into editable text. You upload it to an online tool, but have you ever just stopped and thought for a second, where does my data actually go? Well, for the vast majority of optical character recognition, or OCR tools, the answer is pretty simple. It goes to the cloud. Your file gets uploaded, processed on some remote server you have absolutely no control over, and then the result gets sent back to you. It's just the system we've all gotten used to. But, this standard way of doing things, it comes with some pretty significant hidden risks, especially when you're dealing with information that needs to stay secure, private, or just accessible whenever you need it. And this creates what we can call the cloud OCR paradox. Think about it. To make your own documents more accessible to you, you have to send them to some external server, basically entrusting a third party with your sensitive data. And, of course, you're completely dependent on having an active internet connection. For anyone working with institutional archives, for scholars, or really for anyone with confidential material, this whole setup creates some serious privacy and reliability issues. And this is exactly the problem that AksharaTantra was built to solve. It represents a totally different way of thinking about text extraction. It's a whole new paradigm for how we can handle our own documents. So what is it exactly? Well, AksharaTantra is an AI-powered engine that pulls text from your files. The key things here are that it's built to be fully offline and privacy first. And because everything happens right there on your device, it is incredibly fast. It's also designed for a whole bunch of languages, with a real focus on Indic scripts like Telugu, Sanskrit, and Hindi. So how does that really change the experience for you? Well, the key difference isn't just a feature, it's a whole philosophy. It's all about giving you what's called sovereignty, or just complete and total control over your own data. This comparison here lays it out perfectly. Standard cloud tools, they require the internet, and they force you to upload your data. AksharaTantra, it's 100% offline. Your files never ever leave your device. It also has these specialized Vedic intelligence tools, which is pretty unique, and it's an installable progressive web app, or PWA. All that really means is you can add it to your desktop or phone just like a native app, so it's always there and ready to go. This whole philosophy is just captured perfectly in this quote from the creators. No cloud, no storage, no analytics. Everything runs locally right inside your browser. Your files never leave your device. That's not just privacy, that's what they call true digital sovereignty.
Okay, so if it's all offline, does that mean it's, less powerful? Nope, not at all. Let's take a look at the AI-powered features it packs, specifically for serious scholars and researchers.
First off, the language support is massive. We're talking over 34 languages, with smart handling for all sorts of different scripts. This makes it incredibly versatile, whether you're working with global archives or just multilingual documents. And beyond just the languages, the toolkit itself is really robust. It's built on a super high-speed engine, it's fully installable on your devices, and it includes these crucial workflow tools, like being able to export in multiple formats and a built-in editor so you can tweak and refine the extracted text right there on the spot. Now this Vedic pitch marking feature, it really deserves a closer look because it shows you just how deep this tool can go. For scholars who study Sanskrit or Telugu, the pitch of a word can totally change its meaning. So this unique AI tool automatically finds and applies these high and low pitch marks. This preserves these incredibly important phonetic details that are almost always lost in standard digitization. I mean, for accurately studying ancient texts or even preserving the nuances of endangered languages, that is an absolute game changer. And despite all this power under the hood, the process is incredibly simple. You just choose your file, select a language, or let it auto-detect, and boom, the text appears instantly. It's designed to be super straightforward, whether you're just processing a single image or a whole batch of scanned pages. So this brings us to the bigger picture. AksharaTantra isn't just another piece of software, it's a project with a really clear mission, and it's all focused on this idea of sovereign knowledge. It's basically a response to a world where our collective knowledge is increasingly being held on centralized corporate servers. Their official mission says it all. It's to empower the people who actually work with knowledge, the scholars, the students, the archivists, by giving them tools that make sure the information they protect stays both accessible and
There's that word again, sovereign. This is about way more than just personal privacy. It's about making sure that a library's priceless archive can be digitized without ever being exposed to a third party. It's about putting the control back in the hands of the people who are preserving our knowledge.
And that leaves us with one final big thought to consider. As more and more of our history, our culture, and our sensitive data gets digitized, tools like this force us to ask a really critical question. Is this model of true digital sovereignty, where our data never leaves our control, is that the future of how we preserve and interact with knowledge? It's definitely something to think about.